This is He Knows His Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. All right, I want to talk about Mikey Garcia will be demolished by Errol Spence, part what? 33. I'm going to say that again. Mikey Garcia will be demolished by what? By Errol Spence, part 33. Now, I know cats out here want to sit here and want me to come up with, a video or talk about, reasons why I feel Mikey Garcia will win this fight. Listen, man, if I do that, I go against every being and every fiber of who I am. I'm going to say that again. If I were to do that, I'm going against every being or every fiber of who I am. I'm not doing that nonsense. That's Rudy Poo and plum brain stuff at the highest levels. I'm going to say that again. That's Rudy Poo and plum brain stuff at the highest levels. Why would I subject myself to some nonsense like that? Mikey Garcia has absolutely no chance of beating Errol Spence. I'm going to say that again. Mikey Garcia has absolutely no chance of beating Errol Spence. So why would I even put myself in that position to even give him a chance? That's just not happening. There's just no two ways around that. That dude is not winning that fight, man. Errol Spence is going to use tactical aggression, and I've explained what tactical aggression is, for the Mikey Garcia fanboys, the Cinnamon Alvarez fanboys of the world, all these fanboyism cats out here that don't understand the sport of boxing, the sweet science and what it's about, man, and things of that nature. I've told folks how Errol Spence is the Manny Pacquiao, but with fundamentals. I'm going to say that again. He's the Manny Pacquiao, but with extreme fundamentals. He is fundamentally sounded, meaning he throws punches in bunches, but he makes sure those punches are not wasted. He's not just throwing punches for the sake of throwing punches. He's not throwing punches because he wants to outspeed an opponent. That's not how he operates. He throws punches in bunches, but when he throws them, every last bit of those punches means something. They have mean intentions. They come with thudding power, and they are placed accurately and perfectly. This is how Errol Spence does his damage. This is how he operates. I've said it before in previous videos that Errol Spence is scaringly quiet. I'm going to say that again. Errol Spence is scaringly quiet. That does not bode well for the Mikey Garcias of the world. And people want to sit here and say, well, Mikey Garcia is the one that's, promoting the fight, and Errol Spence is not promoting the fight. And why isn't he doing that? That just doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to be promoting the fight as well, too. And he's supposed to, be out there. That's not Errol Spence's style. First of all, Errol Spence, he's popular from what? Body snatching work. He's popular from what? Man down strap season. He's popular from what? Getting the job done in the ring. Fighters like a Errol Spence and a Terrence Crawford don't need to do much of this. Their talking is done in the what? In the square circle. In the what? In the ring. This is how they talk. And true fight fans appreciate what they bring to the table. So Errol Spence don't need to run his mouth. And when he demolishes and he straight trounces and he straight destroys Mikey Garcia, whew, you guys will see what I'm talking about. Errol Spence is going to go into that fight. He's going to outbox Mikey Garcia, man. He's going to show Mikey Garcia that he has the advantages from a ring IQ standpoint, that he has the advantages from a cut the ring off standpoint, and he has the advantages from the ones and twos. He's going to show that he's technically more sounded in that fight. Because people don't want to give Errol Spence enough credit in that regard. They want to sit here and make it seem like Mikey Garcia is so technically sounded, like it's out of the world. Get the fuck out of here, man. This ain't no damn Floyd Money Mayweather. People want to act like this is Mayweather we're talking about here. Really? Are we really talking about Floyd Money Mayweather, the way that people bolster up Mikey Garcia? We know damn well they're doing that so that they can promote the fight and make Mikey Garcia seem like he is somewhat relevant and he is somewhat comparable and he is somewhat competitive to the likes of Errol Spence. This is why all of this is happening. And for y'all to have the blinders on your eyes, if y'all take the blinders off your eyes, y'all will see, the truth of the fact of the matter of what's going on here. They need Mikey Garcia to look like he is competitive. Remember, this boxing is about promotion. It's not just about the fight itself. You have to sell the fight. So in that aspect of it, you want Mikey Garcia running his mouth. You want the Garcia family to do all of that. Errol Spence don't gotta do none of that shit. You know why? He's the bigger guy. He's the boogeyman. He's the dangerous one. He's the behemoth. He's the mammoth. So he doesn't have to do that. His record in boxing and what he brings to the table, the fact that he's the boogeyman of his division and he has all these welterweights scared as I don't know what, except the other true dog that's on the other side of the street, and that's Terrence Bud Crawford, speaks volumes, man. I'm going to say that again. It speaks volumes. So Mikey Garcia has to do everything he can to make himself look like he can be basically put up next to the likes of Errol Spence. And I'm hearing all this nonsense about, oh, it's going to be David versus Goliath. Get the fuck out of here with that, man. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. How dare y'all even make that comparison, that Bible comparison with this fight? Come on, man. Y'all need to go sit down somewhere. See, this is the stuff that I'm talking about. You know, these Rudy Poo and these plum brains, they need to stop the presses and pump the brakes on the nonsense. And they know they need to go sit down and what? Higgity hush, man. Because they don't know what they're talking about. They just sound like fucking idiots. That's what they sound like. And you see IBFP or whatever the fart that dude's name is. He's starting to change his tune each and every single day. Shout outs to Isaiah Richardson, man, for bringing that to the table. See, that's why I told y'all. My peeps out here in these streets, they let me know. They keep me up to date on what's going on, dog. I told y'all, man, when it comes to a battle, I'm like Nas, man. I straight murk and ether you, dog. You know, it's that shit that you need to learn, though. That ether. That shit that make your soul burn slow. That's why cats don't want to battle me, dog. Because I come for that neck. I'm going to say that again. Cats don't want to battle me because I come for what? That neck. I keep the foot on the what? On the neck. That's how I operate. And it gets to a point where you just can't breathe. I don't let up, man. I keep the foot on the gas pedal. And he knew. What I was saying was more reasonable. It had more sound to it. My arguments made more sense than his. And to be honest with you, IBFP or whatever the fart his name is, or AKA, I guess they call this cat Nuke, he's not really bad when it comes to breaking down the analysis of boxing. The problem with him is he's one-sided. If he were to come to my school of teaching him how to do things from an unbiased standpoint and looking at it from both aspects and calling it the way it is and looking at things from an eye test, he would actually be pretty fucking good. But the problem is he's trying to appeal to a Rudy Poo and a plum Mexican boxing community fan base. You know what I'm saying? And there's just no two ways around it. He's appealing to those Mikey Garcia fanboys, those Cinnamon Alvarez fanboys. And I get it. The Mexican boxing, community fan base is the biggest fan base out there in boxing. Canelo Alvarez is the biggest star in boxing. You would just have to be living under a freaking rock if you don't know those things. I know those things. I'm mindful of those things, and I realize those things. But me, I don't care about all of that popularity and appealing to the popular cats. Because one thing I noticed with that fan base, they're blind, man. They're allergic to the fucking truth, and they don't want to hear the truth of the fact of the matter of stuff. And I get it. If he wants to be one-sided and he wants to create narratives that only focus on that and build up Mikey Garcia for what it is, then that's on him. Me, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to call it the way I see it, man. I'm going to call a spade a what? A fucking spade. That's how I operate out here in these boxing streets. I don't got time to be sitting here giving you guys sugar-coated bullshit. Because I come with the unadulterated and the cold hard truths. That's how I operate out here in these streets. And IBFP or whatever the fart his name is knows that he needs to start changing his tunes. If you notice, he's starting to give Errol Spence more credit. Now all of a sudden, you say Errol Spence is a good dude. Now all of a sudden, you starting to give Errol Spence props. Now all of a sudden, you starting to see that this is going to be the most dangerous fight for Mikey Garcia. Come on, man. Stop the presses and pump the brakes on the nonsense. I called that shit out a long time ago. I told you this cat was going to change his tunes because he knows come post-fight March 16, he going to have to shut that fucking channel down once Mikey Garcia gets flatlined and Hulk smash, dog. He knows that. When Mikey Garcia gets man down in strap season, he knows that. So he knew he had to change his tune because he knows. He probably went back and looked at some more footage and saw what I was telling him. Go watch Errol Spence fight and you'll see that Mikey Garcia has no fucking chance, man. None. Errol Spence is more athletic. Errol Spence is more defensively responsible. Errol Spence has the one of the best, if not the best, step backs in the game. Errol Spence fights off both his back foot and front foot. See, a lot of cats don't understand that, man. They don't see these things. They'll just like, oh, Errol Spence just comes and attacks you. Well, for a guy to be cutting off the ring effectively for 21 fights, you know, and for him to not get the damage in doing so. Usually a lot of come forward fighters like the Provatnikovs of the worlds, you know what I'm saying, the Sean Porters of the worlds, you know, these types of motherfuckers, they have losses on their resumes. You know why? Because they are not complete boxers. Errol Spence is complete, man. That's why he doesn't have an L with his come forward style, because he knows how to do it, and he's very efficient in that regard. And if cats sit there and wake up and look at and use the eye test and stop this fanboyism bullshit, they will see what I'm talking about. They see what the fuck I'm talking about, man. And all this other stuff where cats are sitting here saying, you know, I'm Errol Spence's boyfriend and all that. Man, y'all need to stop that bullshit, okay? I'm calling boxing for what it is, as an analysis. I'm not sitting here, first of all, you know what I'm saying, I don't like dudes. You know what I'm saying? I don't get down. I'm a married man. I have a beautiful wife. I don't got time to be dealing with no dudes from that aspect. You know, no offense to the LGBTQ community and stuff like that. You know, everybody can be with whoever they want to be with. You know, I got no problems with that. So I just want to put that out there. But me, for my sake, I don't roll and I don't operate like that. So y'all need to stop that foolery and stop that nonsense. Because I see these beta boys coming on this page putting some bullshit on there. You know, y'all just want to come on the page and fucking hate and troll instead of giving substance. See, and that's the problem with a lot of these cats out here in these streets. They don't have no substance, so they want to come on your page and throw some bullshit on there. You know what I'm saying? So stop that fucking bullshit, because that's not called for. If you can't come on this page and drop some substance and talk about boxing, then I don't want to hear whatever the hell you got to say. And for y'all that keep dropping that bullshit on there, that's it. I'm going to start deleting those bullshit comments. I'm going to just call it the way I see it. The only comments that's going to be on there is comments that's pertaining to boxing. So I'm just putting that out there, and I'm putting y'all motherfuckers on notice. So y'all need to stop that bullshit. But anyways, back to what I was talking about. Mikey Garcia has no fucking chance, man. The Garcia family, they better get ready to figure out which towel they're going to use. If I was them, I would go to one of these towel factories and I'll get a customized towel, because they need to figure out which towel they're going to throw in. Because that's what's going to happen, man. They're going to have to throw a fucking towel in. I told y'all, they're going to need CSI people on the scene, because they're going to need an autopsy so they can identify the body, because Errol Spence is going to put this motherfucker out on a stretcher. And people need to see that for what it is. This fight is not going the distance, man. I have a 5th round TKO stoppage, because like I said, Errol Spence is going to do some onslaught damage. You see that fight against Ocampo? Errol Spence was throwing some of the best body shots at that dude. That's the type of body shots that he's going to be throwing at Mikey Garcia. He's going to treat Mikey Garcia like Mikey Garcia is a fucking heavyweight in there. And he's going to be like, you know what? I got to go for broke, and I'm going to throw some of the most powerful punches at this motherfucker so I can get his ass out of there. That's what's going to happen, because Errol Spence don't want this fight to go long, because the longer this fight goes, the worse it makes him look. And that's not happening, not on his watch. You know what I'm saying? Mikey Garcia ain't winning this fight. Please. Errol Spence is coming 200% prepared and ready. Him and Derrick James, they got their game plan been situated from the jump. They just ready to trounce this motherfucker. And to put y'all motherfuckers on notice. And all you Mikey Garcia fanboys and Cinnamon Alvarez fanboys, I'm coming for your necks come post-fight March 16th. Y'all not running. Oh, yeah. If y'all don't come and get on my page and put respect on my name, I seen every last one of y'all names. I'm coming and I'm commenting on every last one of y'all motherfuckers. I'm coming for y'all necks. That's how I do it. I come for the throat. This is He Knows His Sport. Checking out.